and welcome to another episode of Roettgen Braai Master. Today we're making lime coriander butter with a kick. And what you need for it and how to do it, I'm going to show you in this episode. And this is what we need for today. Now we need some butter, we need some limes, we need some coriander, some coarse salt, we need some fresh goat cheese, we need a rub, and I'm using hot braai from Anbei. You need a microplane, you need a fork, as well as some cling film. The first step is that you take the butter, and it should be at room temperature, so it's nice and soft. You put it into a bowl and you mix it with the goat cheese until it forms a nice mix. And then we're going to take care of the limes and mix all the other ingredients into it. Now with the limes, what I like to do is I like to roll them a few times before I actually cut them. It helps to release the juices that are in the limes. And then we're going to take some of the outside skin, and that's why it's very important to make sure that it's a bio lime, so you can actually eat the skin. And what you do is you just take this microplane and you basically grate the outside skin. Don't go too deep because you want just the green part. If you go too deep, the underneath part of it tends to be rather bitter, so just be a bit careful. And then what you do is you take the limes, cut them in half, and squeeze some of that juice into the butter, and that will add some great flavor to it. Now you can use one whole one, you can use 1.5, you can even use 2, it depends on how much lime flavor you want in your butter. But I think as it's called a lime butter with coriander, I don't want to be stingy on it. So I'm going to use 1.5. And then give that a good mix. Now you take the coriander and obviously you chop it up, and the finer you chop it, the nicer it will distribute itself in the butter. So take your time a little bit and make sure that you have nice little chunks of coriander in the end. But obviously that's entirely up to you. You know, you can do it a bit more coarse, or you can have it very thinly chopped. Also, it's important that you don't use the stems, because the stems tend to be rather bitter. And then once chopped, we're just going to put it in with the butter. And then we're going to add the salt, as well as the rub. And again, we'll give that a good mix. The butter is mixed, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic already. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put it on a little bit of cling film, and we roll it into a little kind of sausage looking shape. Obviously try to get as much out of the bowl as possible. And then we're going to spread it a little even, and try to roll it up. What you do is you take it like this and you roll it up, and you open it back up, and you do it from the other side. What you want to do is you close off the ends, nice and firm, and you just continue to roll. Alright, our little butter sausage is done, and I'm going to put it into the freezer now for roughly half an hour. Half an hour in the freezer and the butter is ready. Now let me just very quickly show you what we'll be eating it with. And my wife managed to get this wonderful whole salmon side in one of our groceries. So what we're going to do very quickly is obviously skin on still. and we're going to be cooking it outside on my gas barbecue with cedar planks. So we're just going to take some fish and scampi from Ankerkraut, gonna season it a little bit, and then it's gonna go on. And I really can't wait to taste the butter together with the salmon. The fish is already on the cedar planks. I've created an indirect zone, so this burner is on, and we're just going to wait until it's done. Roughly 20 minutes later, we're done. As you can tell, you know, when this white discoloration comes out, then the salmon is done, and we're now going to take a slice of our lime and coriander butter. I'm just going to put it right on top of it. Now what I would suggest is, because it's only been in the freezer for roughly half an hour, leave it on for a little longer. It won't be as brittle afterwards, but obviously all it needs to do is melt and really release all those flavors into the fish. I think it looks absolutely fantastic, and we're gonna plate up now. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Now I hope you enjoyed the video about the lime and coriander butter. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Together with the salmon, it was absolutely delicious. Now, as a little piece of advice, if you want to use it right away, after that half an hour in the freezer, keep it in the fridge so it's nice and soft and it melts rather nicely. Now, if you want to keep it for a couple of weeks, I suggest you put it in the freezer. However, wrap it in aluminum foil rather than cling film. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video. I would appreciate a comment and a thumbs up, and obviously please head over to that subscribe button for more great videos to come, and I hope to see you soon again at Roettgen Braai Master.